Lion's Den Audio Theatre is pleased to present an audio adaptation of the 1948 Studio One Players production of The 39 Steps. The original production was based on Alfred Hitchcock's film and was adapted from John Buchan's novel of the same name. Brought to you by the magic of cell phones, tablets, and laptops, this production was recorded during a period of social isolation, restriction, and distancing, and was compiled for your enjoyment by Lion's Den Theatre. And now, from Edmonton to Moncton to Halifax to Cape Breton Island, we are pleased to present The 39 Steps.
Is this seat taken?
No. I don't think so.
Would you mind moving your coat?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's quite all right.
There you are.
Thank you. I understand this is the best music hall in London.
Yes. Haven't you ever been here before?
No, I just arrived from Canada a few days ago.
Oh.
You know, I don't usually like music hall.
Do you mind? I want to hear the next act.
Oh, sorry. I beg your pardon.
Ladies and gentlemen, with your kind attention and permission, I have the honor of presenting to you one of the most remarkable men in the world. Every day he commits to memory 50 new facts and remembers every one of them. Facts from history, facts from geography, facts from newspapers and scientific books. Millions and millions of them. Just think of the strain involved by this prodigious feat.
His feet ain't as big as yours!
I refer, of course, to his feats of memory.
Oh!
But test him, ladies and gentlemen. Ask him your questions and he'll answer fully and freely. I give you Mr. Memory!
Thank you. A question, please. Anyone at all, please. Anyone at all.
Where's my husband been at all week?
Out on a bender.
You watch your mouth. You know about benders.
If I was married to you, I'd never come home either.
If I was married to you, I'd change the locks in case you changed your mind.
Okay. Thank you very much. Eyes back to the stage, everyone. A serious question, please.
Who won the Derby in 1921?
Excellent question, my friend. Excellent question. Mr. Jack Jules humorist with Steve Donahue as jockey. Won by a length with odds 6-1. Second and third were Craig and Aaron and Lemonora. Am I right, sir?
You are.
Who was the last British heavyweight champion?
It was Bob Fitzsimmons. He defeated Jim Corbett, heavyweight champion of America, at Carson City, Nevada in October 1897. He was 34 years of age. Am I right, sir?
No, I'm going to ask him a question.
Why are you telling me?
How far is Winnipeg from Montreal?
Aha! A gentleman from Canada. Always a delight to see a fellow member of the Commonwealth visit our fair city. Let's everyone welcome our guest. Winnipeg is the capital of the province of Manitoba, and it is 1,424 miles from Canada's second largest city, Montreal. Am I correct, sir?
Yes, you are.
I've got to get out of here.
Please, here, let me help you.
I've got to get out of here, please. Please, step out of my way.
It's a stampede. Take my hand, I'll clear a path for you.
Thank you.
Out of the way. Coming through. Excuse me. There's the door.
No, the door's that way.
It's a side door. If you want to try getting through that mob, go ahead, but I'm sneaking out the side. Here we are.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't mention it. I wanted to get out as well.
May I come home with you?
Huh. Did my ears deceive me, or did you just say, may I come home with you?
Yes, please.
Well, it sounds like a very excellent idea. But what is the idea?
Please, don't ask questions. Just take me home. I'll tell you when we get there.
Well, if that's what you want. Come on. are.
No, please, turn that off.
Why? What's the matter?
Help me.
Help you what?
Help me block the door. Now, turn on the light.
What's this all about?
Could you turn that mirror to face the wall?
Afraid someone outside might see you.
Exactly.
My reputation isn't that bad.
I'm not worried about your reputation. Please.
I'm Richard, by the way. Richard Hannay. Can I know your name?
Isabella? Smith?
Yeah, all right. Here, let me take your coat.
What do you think I do for a living?
I'm guessing actress.
Not in the way you mean.
Singer? Stripper?
No.
Sorry. You're definitely out for adventure.
That's right.
Interesting.
Don't answer that telephone.
Why not?
Don't answer it.
Well, now, listen now.
Please, don't answer it.
All right, I'll string you along.
I guess I owe you an explanation.
Well, I was hoping we'd get around to that. I suppose your name isn't really Isabella Smith.
That depends on where I am.
Isabella Smith, eh? A clergyman's daughter, I suppose. What's making you so nervous? Bothered by that shot in the theater?
Yes. That shot was fired at me. There were 2 men in the theater who wanted to kill me.
Oh, now you really should be more careful about choosing your gentleman friends.
No, you don't understand.
Well, you don't make it very easy for me now, do you? A beautiful and mysterious woman pursued by gunmen? Sounds like a spy story.
That's exactly what it is.
You're a spy?
I prefer the word agent.
I suppose you've come here to dig up some big state secret, eh?
As a matter of fact, I'm here to save a secret from being dug up. Not because I love England, but because it will pay me better to keep it a secret than others will pay me to expose it.
On behalf of the British Empire, I thank you.
This is serious. A very clever agent of a certain foreign power is on the point of obtaining some secret vital information. I tracked 2 of his men to that music hall. They recognized me, and that's why they're after me now.
Are you familiar with the term persecution mania?
You don't believe me?
Frankly, I don't.
And look down into the street then.
What?
Go to the window, look down into the street. You will probably see 2 men lounging across the street from the building entrance.
All right, I'll take a look. Might as well give you the chance to prove your theory. Oh, yes, you win.
They're there.
Yes, they're there.
I was sure they'd lost me in the crowd. I'm going to tell you something which isn't very healthy for you to know, but you're now in this as much as I am.
How do you mean?
Have you ever heard of the 39 Steps?
Is that a pub?
Oh, never mind. The important thing is that a state secret will be taken from this country unless I stop these men.
Why don't you call the police or something?
Oh, because they wouldn't believe me any more than you did. And if they did, how long do you think it will take them to get going? Oh, no. These men act quickly. And you don't know how clever their chief is. He's clever and ruthless.
Who is he? What's his name?
Oh, he has a dozen names and he can look like 100 people. But there's one thing he can't disguise. Part of his little finger on the left hand is missing. And if you should ever meet such a man, be very careful, my friend.
What are you going to do?
May I stay here?
You're welcome to take my bed. I'll try to catch a nap on the couch.
Thank you.
Now see here, I'm going to lock you in the bedroom.
No, there's no need of that.
Oh, yes. After all, if your story is true, your safety is pretty important to England. I'm going to lock you in the bedroom. If those men force their way into the apartment, they'll have to deal with me, and they won't be able to get to you.
Thank you, Mr. Hannay. And I'm very tired. Do you think it would be all right if I went to the bedroom now?
Don't get up. Stay in the chair until I switch off the lights.
You've certainly changed since you came in here, Mr. Hannay.
What? What's that? Isabella! Isabella, I'm coming! Isabella!
Mr. Hannay?
You're hurt. Here, let me help you to the bed.
There's no time. Just hold me here. They tried to get to you. They couldn't get through the door. You're next, Richard.
Stop talking. You're too weak. Try to breathe deeply.
No, listen to me. There's a man in Scotland. In Ardna Shelach. Go to him and tell him.
Who is he? What's his name? His name, Isabella. Isabella. Hello?
Mr. Hannay?
Yes?
Is she dead?
Who is this?
Is Isabella dead?
Yes, you work very well, but you won't get away with it.
Have you called the police?
You and I both know the police would only arrest me.
You've certainly got yourself in a very tricky situation, Hannay. Should you try to leave the building without the police, we will certainly kill you.
Hey!
Oh, who's that?
You the milkman?
I am. You're up bright and early for such a fine gentleman.
Could you use a pound note?
Sure. What's the catch?
I want to borrow your cap and coat. I want to dress up like a milkman.
What's the big idea?
I want to make a getaway.
What the heck have you been up to?
I'll have to trust you. There's been a murder committed on the first floor.
By you?
No. Did you see 2 men hiding out on the street?
Yes?
They committed the murder.
I see. Now I suppose they're waiting there, as good as gold, for a copper to come and arrest them.
Yes, that's true. They're spies. They've murdered a woman in my flat and now they're waiting for me.
Oh, come off it. Funny jokes at 5 a.m.
But, all right. I'll tell you the truth. Are you married?
I am, but don't rub it in.
I'm not. I'm a bachelor.
Congratulations.
There's a woman living here on the first floor.
Is there?
Yes. I paid her a call last night and I've been waiting to go home since midnight.
What's preventing you?
Those men are her brothers. Now do you see?
Oh, sure. Why didn't you tell me before, old fellow? Here, put this on and put on my hat. There you go.
Here, take the pound.
Thank you. Oh, here, take the bottles. Just leave them on my pony cart around the corner.
I will.
So long, old man.
Thanks again.
My pleasure.
First class ticket to Aberdeen, Scotland, please.
Well, good day, sir.
The conductor tells me this is my compartment. Is the room?
Of course. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Are you a traveling man, sir?
No.
I am. I'm in women's underwear. You interested?
Certainly.
Yes, I've got a new corset I'm selling this trip. The Streamline. You know, I can never understand how people put up with the old-fashioned sorts. All bones and no bends. But mine, put a pretty girl in one of mine, and gee, what a bird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I must be boring you. Yes, I guess I'll look at the paper.
No, you're not boring me.
Tragic. There's been a woman murdered in a West End flat.
What?
Woman murdered! West End flat! At Portland Mansions in Portland Place. Portland Place. Oh, yes, I know where that is. A well-dressed woman of about 30. Knife in the back. The tenant, Richard Hannay, is missing. Well, that settles it. I guess we know who did it, eh?
What else does it say?
Well, the police theory is that... Well, if that isn't the blasted limit.
What is?
There's no honesty in this world. Look here, sir. Look at this advertisement. The new Bodyline rubber corset is on sale today at McPherson Brothers. 17 and 9 pence. They're underselling us. Predatory pricing. They can't make a profit with that, gouging our bit of the market.
Do the police say anything?
Brassiere to match. 4 and 11 pence.
Yes, that's too bad. What about the murder you were telling me about?
Forget about this murder. I've got to go through this whole paper and find if anyone else is pulling the same stunts.
Where can I get a paper?
We're coming to a station. Why don't you get off and buy one?
Good idea. Excuse me, conductor, do I have time to...
What is it, sir?
I'm wondering if I have time to...
Excuse me, conductor?
1 minute, buddy. I'm speaking to the conductor.
Detective McGuire. Police.
Oh, go ahead.
When this train starts up again, I'm going to want to search every compartment.
Why, Detective?
We're after a man named Richard Hannay.
I don't remember seeing that name on the manifest. What's he done?
Murder.
Heavens! Do you have a picture?
Oh, no. Loose description right now. Pretty much your average sort. Nothing too special about the guy, except he's Canadian. Keep your ears out for a foreign accent.
90% of our passengers have foreign accents.
We're only looking for one. Let me know if you see anything.
Will do, officer. Sir, what was it you wanted?
Never mind. The train is moving. Too late now.
Yes, sir.
Oh!
Pardon me. May I come in?
There are other compartments that nobody is using.
I'm afraid I'll have to make use of this one.
I beg your pardon?
Look, I'm desperate. The police are looking for me, but I'm innocent. When they come into this compartment, you take your cue from me. You do exactly as I want you to.
I shall hand you over. That's what I shall do.
You do, and I'll...
You'll what?
I don't know what I'll do, but it'll be something. Please, darling, of course I love you. Of course I do.
Excuse me. We're looking for...
Darling, I love you more than life itself.
I don't know this man.
Oh.
Let's start this honeymoon off on a high note. Come here, my love.
I'm sorry, folks.
That's all right, officer. Could we have 1 minute?
No.
Of course.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
You...
I'm terribly sorry, ma'am. I had to do it. My name is Richard Hannay. Those cops are after me, but I swear I'm innocent. Please, help. I've got to avoid them for the next few days. I definitely deserve that, but I'm desperate. Please listen to me.
You're despicable.
Please, let me stay here. It's not just for my own sake. The safety and security of the country is at stake.
All right. I understand. Bring the officer in.
Hello.
What can I help you with, officer?
Very sorry to disturb you, but have either of you seen a man come by here in the past few minutes?
No, officer.
This is him, officer, I think.
What?
She's joking, officer.
No, I'm not.
When I looked in here a couple of minutes ago...
Yes! He barged in here, grabbed me, forced me to kiss him. His name is Richard Hannay, and he said he was wanted.
You're Richard Hannay.
Yeah.
You're under arrest, Mr. Hannay.
Let me explain.
You can explain at the station.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Thank you for your help, Mum. That'll be the last you see of this fellow. Looks like he'll be going away for a long time.
I guess you got me.
I sure did.
Mind if I have a smoke?
Go ahead.
Want one?
No, I'm fine.
Mind lighting it for me? Hard to strike a match with my hands bound.
I wouldn't know.
No handcuffs.
What?
My hands are tied with rope. You don't carry handcuffs?
Don't worry about it. The door's locked. You aren't going anywhere.
Didn't plan on it.
We can sit in silence until the boys meet us at the next station to take you in, or you can talk to me now. Tell me how it happened, and you might get a bit of sleep tonight. I sure will. So, why'd you kill her?
I didn't.
Oh, come on off it.
Why do you think I killed her?
I'd say it was love.
Strange reason to kill somebody.
You think so? Maybe she didn't love you back. I've seen the girl, and I'm looking at you. She had a lot to offer. Not sure she saw much in you. I sure don't.
Thanks.
Well, maybe, just maybe, she did love you. God knows why. Maybe she did. And you wanted to get rid of her.
That's it. You got me, Copper. She was always pestering me. Wanted kiss me all the time, bothering me to tell her that I loved her all the time, you know what I mean?
All too well.
I couldn't even eat a meal in peace without her getting ideas in her head about, you know. Couldn't go to the theater unless we sat in the back row. We'd go to a fancy restaurant, but rarely make it past the coat room.
You don't mean it.
Yes. I liked it at first. I mean, really liked it. But eventually I had to stop it. I mean, a man's got to go to work sometime, right? Anyway, the other night was the last straw.
Huh? What happened?
She came to my apartment. I wasn't expecting her.
And?
I have this antique chess set. I was cleaning it when she came in. She told me what she wanted. I couldn't stand it anymore. Everything went red. I was blind with rage.
Are you pulling my leg?
Of course I am. I told you I didn't murder her. I barely knew her. She seemed nice, but she came to my apartment. She was scared of something. I tried to help her out.
What was she scared of?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Doesn't look like it's going to be an early night for either of us.
About that smoke.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Do you mind reaching into my pocket and getting my... Sorry about that, officer. I hope this glass is as cheap as the rest of the train. Richard, what have I got myself into?
Quiet down.
Sorry.
This Hannay is a smart one. I'll bet he's crawling around from bush to bush and then hiding on the other side of the hill until we come around.
Should we just start shooting at the bushes?
Of course not. Look at the brow of the hill. Wait! He's coming down the other side.
Let's get him.
We'll never catch him that way. He's got a huge lead and he's bound to go down that hill a lot quicker than we can go up on this side.
What do we do?
Well, let's count on the fact that he's a human being. He'll get tired, he'll get hungry. He's been running all day and hasn't eaten since before he got on that train. He's gonna need to eat and sleep tonight, and that's where we'll get him.
Well, come on.
Yeah?
Can you direct me to Altna-Shellick?
Aye, straight along the road and cross the loch.
Thank you.
Aye, you looking for work?
Yes, I'm a chauffeur.
You'll not be finding any work there.
Oh? No big houses around here?
Only Sir Andrews, but he won't be wanting you. He's had the same chauffeur for 40 years.
Oh, I see. Are there no newcomers around?
Aye, there's an Englishman, some kind of professor.
Professor?
Aye.
Thank you. I'll try that.
You'll not be trying tonight. It's 14 miles away.
Could you put me up for the night?
For free?
No, I'll pay.
Do you like herring?
I could eat half a dozen right now.
Ever sleep in a box bed?
I could try.
It'll cost you 2 and 6.
Here.
Thank ye. Come in.
Thank you.
Woman!
Aye? What is it?
This gentleman will be staying with us till morning. What's your name?
Hammond.
Show him to his room and do up the bed box. Don't take all night, that herring won't be cooking itself.
Aye. This'll be your room. There's a basin in the cupboard. I'll fill it with hot water before you eat.
Thank you. I really appreciate you and your father putting me up.
My father? Oh, John's my husband.
Oh.
That won't be the most comfortable sleep, but...
I'm sure I'll sleep like a baby. Been a long day.
I'm sure it has.
Have you been in these parts long?
No, I'm from Glasgow. Ever been?
No.
You should really see it. All the shops, and Argyle Street on a Saturday night. The trams, the lights, the cinemas, the crowds. Quite a thing to see. It's Saturday night right now, isn't it?
It is. You miss it?
Aye.
Don't have much of that stuff out here?
No.
Do you always miss the city? Or just on Saturday night? I've been to Edinburgh, Montreal, and London. I'll tell you all about London at supper.
Please don't. I don't think my husband would approve.
Why not?
He says it's best not to think about such places and the wickedness that goes on there.
Oh, then let me tell you all about it right now. What do you want to know?
Is it true that the ladies in London paint their toenails?
Some of them.
And all the women in London are beautiful.
Many are. Many wouldn't be if you were beside them.
Don't make fun of me.
I'm not making fun. You'd fit right in London.
You ought not say that.
Ought not say what?
I was just saying to your wife that I prefer living in town rather than the countryside.
God made the country. Annie, go get supper on.
More pudding, sir?
No, thank you. I've been very well fed.
Thank you.
You know anything about cattle?
No, I don't.
Gotta put the cows in the barn? Finish those dishes, Annie.
May I take your dishes, Mr. Hammond?
Sure. Thank you. Why don't you have a seat and relax for a minute? I'll help you with the dishes. Sit down, read the paper.
Oh, no thank you. I read it this afternoon. Did you hear about that murder in London?
No. Murder? London?
Quite an interesting tale. You almost matched the description.
You can't believe all you read. Suppose it wasn't a murder, but maybe the guy isn't guilty of anything.
No?
No.
I'd sure like to believe that.
It's true. Probably.
That poor man, whomever he is, everyone is chasing him now. Everyone is against him. If he did not commit the murder...
He didn't.
Well, I can only imagine that he's out there somewhere, hungry, cold, tired, most likely scared, looking for a friend. Someone to take him in and help him out.
I would think so, too. Just hoping someone will open the door to him. Someone with warm human sympathy who might have a lot to give because she, or he, knows how important such things are.
And how might she know that?
I don't know. Maybe she, or he, needs both herself, but is in a situation where she, or he, gets neither.
Maybe so. I'd imagine the police are combing the Scottish moors, looking for him. I imagine they're knocking on every door of every house, wondering if anyone in town has seen this poor man.
I'd imagine.
And it would be some lucky for him if one of the residents merely redirected the police and let the man stay for as long as he wanted.
He might never want to leave, but might have to.
Would he be back?
As soon as he could, especially to someone who has shown him some decency.
In return for decency shown to her, or him. Mr. Hannay.
What is it?
The police are searching the property. You'd best get going before they wake John. Hurry up, don't let him catch you.
I'm ready. I slept in my clothes. What's the best way to go?
I'll show you.
What are you doing in here, Annie?
John.
I saw the sinful looks in your faces at supper.
Just a minute.
Shut your mouth and get out my house.
Go.
I can't leave you like this.
It won't be any worse, Mr. Hannay. It's your only chance.
Get out.
You don't understand, John. She was trying to help me.
She was trying to bring shame on this house.
She was trying to help me escape from the police.
Police?
Yes, they're after me. For murder.
What?
They're here. She only came to warn me. I told her about it after supper. Don't let them in, please. Or say I'm not here. I'll make it worth your while.
How much?
£5.
You've got that much?
Yes.
Give it to me.
After they've gone.
Now.
All right, here it is.
All right. Get back in bed. Shut him in, woman. Hide him.
Don't get into bed, Mr. Hannay. I don't trust my husband.
He took my money.
Open the window. We should be able to hear them.
Portland Place murders.
How would I know if I saw this Hannay?
Have you seen anyone?
I might have, or I might not have. Is there a reward?
Yes.
How much is it?
£100.
That's little enough for catching a murderer.
I was right. He's asking if there's a reward.
Blast him!
He'll argue a bit before he lets him in. Now's your time.
Which way?
Come on.
Thank you.
Your coat.
What about it?
Oh, it's really light-coloured. Here, take this one. It's my husband's.
It's a nice coat.
It's his best Sunday coat.
What will happen to you?
I'll say you knocked me, threw me down.
Will he?
I'll be fine, Mr. Hannay. Go.
Bless you, Annie. Bless you for all the days of your life.
Go. Run.
Come on. Come on. Hurry up.
Hello?
You're the professor?
Yes. How do you do?
Let me in, please.
I don't believe I will.
Please. I'm a friend of Isabella Smith.
Oh. Come in.
Thank you.
So, what about our friend Isabella Smith?
She's been murdered.
Murdered? I'm so sorry. In our line of work, though, tell me about it.
Haven't you read the Portland Mansion affair?
So that was Isabella. What about the man that murdered her?
I am the man, but I didn't do it.
I suggest you sit there quietly in the far corner so that you'll not be seen from the door.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Gentlemen?
Professor, have you seen any strangers about this morning?
No.
Has anyone called the house?
No.
Nobody suspicious?
What is this about, gentlemen?
We're looking for a murderer.
If this murderer has any sense, he won't be coming near my house. But I'll let you know if he does. Good day, gentlemen. The police will bother you no longer.
I want to thank you very much, sir.
Tell me about Isabella. Why did she send you to me?
I wasn't even sure it was you. I just knew there was someone in Altnashellek. She was coming here about some air ministry secret. Some foreign agent is going to take the secret out of the country unless we can stop him.
Foreign agent? What did she say he looked like?
She didn't. Well, there was one thing. Part of his little finger is missing.
Little finger?
On his right hand.
Are you sure it wasn't the left hand?
No, I'm not sure. Why do you ask?
Because it is his left. See?
You?
Yes, Mr. Hannay.
Why didn't you turn me over to the police?
Because you would tell your story. They wouldn't believe it, I suppose, but they might check it. That would be very embarrassing to me.
What are you going to do with me?
What am I going to do with you? You're an engaging fellow, Mr. Hannay. You see, I'm just about to convey some very vital information out of the country.
So, Isabella was right.
Oh, yes. Isabella was an excellent secret agent. I often tried to get her to work with me. Well, that's neither here nor there. The question is still what I am going to do with you.
All right, let's have it.
I don't think this particular revolver could be traced to me.
You're going to shoot me?
I'm afraid there's no alternative, Mr. Hannay. So young. Pity.
Annie, where's my hymnal?
Where did you leave it?
In the breast pocket of my overcoat. It was hanging here.
John, that man who's staying here has your coat.
What? How?
I gave it to him.
You gave my coat to a murderer! You sinful harlot!
Yes, I've heard it happen with cigarette cases, Mr. Hannay, but never a hymn book. I've never encountered such a peculiar set of events in all my years as sheriff.
That's not surprising, you know.
Count yourself lucky that the bullet struck the hymn book, eh?
I do.
I always said some of these hymns are awfully hard to get through.
I like that the book's title is The Hymns That Saved Me.
I've had drinks with that professor, accepted his hospitality. It's a lesson to us all. I gotta get this all down. How did you escape?
When he thought I was dead, he dragged me into the dressing room. He left to get something, and I slipped out the window. Sheriff, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but shouldn't you be tracking him down rather than sitting here writing this?
Sure.
I'm just glad you were willing to listen, unlike every other cop I've met in the last 24 hours.
Happy to oblige. I don't think any of this murder stuff should inconvenience you any longer.
Thank you.
Sheriff Jones?
That's me, Inspector McCardle.
Yes, I got here as soon as I could.
You could have been a bit quicker. Don't fancy spending my nights killing time with a murderer.
Murderer?
Of course, Mr. Hannay. You're under arrest on the charge of willful murder of an unknown woman in London. He's all yours, Inspector.
Aye.
Sheriff, you heard my story. You believed it.
Let's go, Hannay.
It's true, every word of it.
Hannay, we are not as daft in Scotland as those Londoners may think. Do you think anyone would ever believe your cock and bull story about the professor? He's a fine, upstanding member of this community.
Then where did that bullet in the hymnal come from?
Maybe someone on the moor did it. What do you think, Inspector?
I had a shot at him myself.
I demand to speak to the Canadian Embassy.
Do it in London. We're done with you here.
Come on, Hannay.
Get your hands off me!
Stop him!
Hey! Hey! Help, please! Thank you.
No problem. You?
Oh, not you!
Get out of this car.
You really sold me out on that train.
What am I supposed to do? You're a murderer.
I told you, I'm not guilty.
Just don't hurt me, and I'll take you wherever you want to go.
Listen, they're after me again. You've got to believe me this time. I didn't do it. Now get that through your head, can't you? I didn't do it. And unless I'm kept from the police, a vital secret of this country will be smuggled to foreign powers.
Okay, fine. I believe you, if you'll keep me safe.
Fine. No, believe me because it's true, not because it'll keep you safe.
Okay, I will.
Here, let me drive.
No.
Just let me drive.
It's my car.
Just get out and go around. I'll slide over.
You get out. I'll slide over.
No, I'll get out and you'll drive away.
Wouldn't you?
Now, look, someone's coming. Well done. Don't say anything.
I won't.
You two need a hand?
No, we're fine. Thank you.
This is Richard Hannay, the wanted murderer.
Oh, yeah?
For the love of...
All right. Hannay, get out of the vehicle. Hands up.
You're an officer?
Yes, ma'am. Plain clothes.
He jumped in my car and tried to steal it. And he made some offensive remarks.
Gonna add that to my rap sheet, officer?
That's enough, Hannay. Step out of the vehicle, hands in the air.
Can't you realize I'm telling the truth?
I'd prefer not to speak with you.
Fine. Officer, can you at least put a call through to the Canadian Embassy? There's an enormously important secret.
That's enough, Hannay.
What about you, miss? Can you call the Canadian Embassy and tell them?
No. Good night. May I go, officer?
Actually, miss, I'd like you to come along.
What for?
We'll need your statement and a formal identification.
You need it right now?
Yes. I'll drive you both to the station. We'll take you back when you're done.
If it's absolutely necessary, let's get this over with quickly. Isn't that the police station on the corner?
Change of plans, ma'am.
Then where are we going?
Inverary.
This man is to be questioned by the sheriff.
How far is it?
About 40 miles.
Keep quiet, Hannay.
I'm sorry.
Surely...
Bridge washed out. We have to go around the long way.
I want to make a bet with you.
Shut your mouth.
No, I won't shut my mouth. I'll bet you haven't got a badge. I'll lay 100 on it. I'll put another 100 down, says you're taking us to that professor fella who's missing part of his finger. How about that?
I told you to shut your mouth, Hannay.
Looks like you owe me 200 smackaroos, copper.
Hello. Yes, this is the professor. You say Hobbs has him.
That's too bad. I don't mind killing Hannay, but an innocent woman is hardly my style. Oh yes, I'm quite sure Hobbs will enjoy it. Thank you.
So why don't you tell the lady who your boss really is?
Officer, if he doesn't shut up, I hope you will gag him.
Miss, can't you see?
What's happening?
Sheep all over the road.
Get out. Get rid of them.
I'll try, but there's a whole flock.
Deputizing you as a special constable.
Me? Let go of me! What are you...
As long as you stay, he stays.
I'm quite sure I don't like this arrangement.
How do you like being handcuffed to me?
I'd appreciate it if you did not speak to me.
You don't think I plan on staying here?
You can't get away as long as I don't go with you. The police will...
They aren't police.
How do you know that?
No uniforms, no badges. Those weapons, those aren't what any cop has issued. Does this look like a police car to you?
Oh.
Come with me, quickly, quietly.
I don't know about this.
I do. Come on. I think we're far enough away.
You will not get far tied to me. You know, the police will find you as soon as it's daylight.
I already told you they're not the police.
I heard you. I just don't believe you.
They were taking us to see their boss.
You are still sticking to your spy novel story?
20 million women on this island, and I've got to be handcuffed to you. Look here, I'm telling you the truth. I told you on the train, and I told you in the car. Now I'm telling you for a third time. There is a dangerous conspiracy against England, and we are the only people who can stop
this again.
All right, fine. I'm a plain common murderer who stabbed an innocent and defenseless woman 4 days ago. How do you like that? I don't know how innocent you may be, but you're defenseless, and we're alone on a desolate moor in the dark. Obviously, I want to get rid of you. And if what you believe about me is true, why are you still alive?
You're a bully. You know that, right?
You know, I like your pluck. I just don't like you very much. Come on, there's an inn.
An inn?
Just go with whatever I say.
We're handcuffed.
I really don't want to spend any more time with you than I have to.
Me either.
Put your hand in my coat pocket. Or do you want to explain the cuffs?
Fine.
Come in, come in. Get out of that rain, dry off.
Thank you. Our car broke down a few miles back.
You'll be wanting to spend the night then.
Absolutely.
We've only got one room left. Double bed. I don't suppose that's a problem.
Oh, no. Quite the contrary. Right, darling?
Yes.
You're man and wife. Legally, right?
Of course. Newlyweds, actually.
James! James!
Coming.
We've guests, dear.
All right, on my way.
Dreadful, dreadful night.
Evening, folks.
This fine couple wants to register. They're newlyweds, James.
Oh, my condolences.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
All right. We'll put you in room 6. We just need your signature in the book.
Sure thing. Is it too late to get some food, maybe a drink?
Not at all.
What do you think, Pookie? Maybe some sandwiches and some whiskey?
Glass of milk for me, please.
Are you sure you don't want anything hot to help you warm up?
Yeah, I'll have some tea, please.
Excellent. Don't forget to sign the book.
For sure. Quick, sign the book for me, will you?
You do it.
I can't write with my left hand.
Oh.
Mr. and Mrs. Henry Hopkins, the Hollyhocks Hammersmith?
So what?
Nothing. Nice work.
Telling lies,
That's what they were put there for. Blue skies around the corner.
One whiskey, one glass of milk, and 4 sandwiches. Enjoy.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Have a good sleep.
Please, wait.
Why? Is there something wrong?
You've got to help me.
Why? What's the matter?
What my wife is trying to say is, this is embarrassing. We eloped. Her father and brothers are looking for us. You won't give us away, will you?
Is that right, ma'am?
Yes. Please don't tell anyone we're here.
Your secret is safe with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But the missus and I snuck away to get hitched too. Have a good sleep.
Are you starting to believe me?
Of course not. Can we get these cuffs off?
I'd love to. First thing in the morning.
The morning?
I'm exhausted.
I'm not. I'd like to get these off. I won't be able to sleep tethered to you.
Do what you want. I'm going to bed. I assure you, you are perfectly safe on the bed.
But my virtue
is perfectly intact and in no danger of being otherwise.
I think you can unlock handcuffs with a hairpin.
You're welcome to try, quietly.
Don't let me disturb you or go right to sleep.
I will. Good night.
Old Deacon Spliven, his block was given the way of living.
Hello, Mrs. Hopkins.
Me? Oh, yes, of course. I'm having a hard time getting used to my new name.
Funny how that is. I kept mine.
Really?
Oh, yes. I use James's on the government forms and at church so people don't talk. But I'm not giving up my identity just because I fell in love with someone. Heading off for a walk?
Yes, I was going to, and... Oh, no.
Is everything all right?
No. It's my brother.
Duck down here.
Thank you.
How are you?
Doing well, sir. Unfortunately, if you're looking for a room, we're all filled up. Can I recommend
Did you have any recent check-ins?
We did.
A young couple?
A couple, yes. Wouldn't call them young, though. We had a pair of old ladies, though, cranky old birds.
Do you have a payphone by chance?
Sure do. Over there by the door.
It's like a choir from on high. If the devil brought us with the good Lord said it.
Hello, Professor? They got away. Sheep. Yes, sheep. Goodbye.
What now?
They aren't here. We'll try the next one.
The professor.
It's too dangerous with Hannay on the loose. He's warning the whole 39 steps.
Will he be able to get the secret out of the country?
Yeah. He's picking up our friend at the Palladium later. Everything should be fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
What was that all about? Probably best if I don't know.
Thank you.
Morning. I thought you'd run off.
I was about to, but you're telling the truth. You have been all along.
I have, haven't I? What changed your mind?
Those two who took us in the car, they were downstairs. I heard one on the phone.
What did he say?
Something about 39 steps? Someone is going to warn them? How do you warn steps?
Go on.
Someone called the professor is taking a secret out of London. He's meeting someone at the London Palladium.
Palladium? What does a theater have to do with any of this? Get your coat. We're going to London.
You're quite right, madam. It's true the Air Ministry has a new thing that many people are very interested in.
Well then, please.
But they're quite sure that no papers are missing that would be of any use to a spy.
But I'm telling you, I'm quite certain. Someone is leaving the country tonight with something.
Since you telephoned from Scotland this morning, we've made the most extensive inquiries.
I suppose I'm wasting my time here.
Not quite, madam. There is one matter you've not shared. Where is Richard Hannay?
I haven't the faintest idea.
If anything pops up, we'll give you a call.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Have a good day. Timmins, can you see that woman leaving my office? Good. Put some people on her. She'll lead us to Hannay.
You're late.
Ha ha.
Any luck?
None. You?
I found the professor. He's up there in the box. Any help from Scotland Yard?
They say no papers are missing.
It just doesn't make sense. How can they smuggle vital information out if they don't have the papers?
Ladies and gentlemen, with your kind permission, I have the honor of presenting to you one of the most remarkable men in the world. Every day he commits to memory 50 new facts.
Of course.
And remembers every one of them. I present to you Mr. Memory!
He was at the music hall when I met Isabella.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A question, please. Anyone at all?
They didn't have to steal the papers, just borrow them long enough for him to see them and memorize them. Easy enough. Everything is in his head.
Excuse me, madam. I'm with the police.
Richard!
All right, Hannay.
No, but that man on the stage...
Boy, we've got this whole place surrounded. You're not going to escape again.
Wait, officer. There's something you should hear.
You've done enough, Hannay. Don't go ruining other people's entertainment. Come along.
Another question, ladies and gentlemen.
Watch this. Mr. Memory, what are the 39 steps?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's go, Hannay.
You do, Mr. Memory. I know that information was given to you. Have you forgotten it? Shame with such a large crowd here.
I can't.
Hannay, now, or I'll have to drag you out in cuffs.
What are the 39 steps? Answer me.
The 39 Steps is the name of an organization of spies collecting information on behalf of...
Did you see that, officer? That man, up there in the box. He shot Mr. Memory.
Don't leave. The two of you get somewhere safe.
Go to the lobby, Pamela. Come with me, officer.
Hannay, where are you going?
If that man dies before we speak to him, the wrong man is going to jail. Me.
Commissioner, Hannay's going to the stage.
Follow him, Timmins.
Hold on, Mr. Memory.
Hannay, think about what you're doing.
Don't touch that man, Hannay.
Mr. Memory, what is the secret formula that the professor had you memorize?
Come along, Hannay.
Come on, Mr. Memory.
Step away, Hannay. Hands up.
Shh. Come close, Commissioner.
First feature of the new engine is its greatly increased ration of compression, represented by R minus 1 over R to the power of gamma, angle of 45 degrees, dimensions of cylinders compatible with the current engine schematics. And this renders the engine completely silent. Am I right, sir?
You are quite right, Mr. Memory.
Thank you, sir.
See, Commissioner, I'm innocent.
But that doesn't mean we don't have a lot of questions.
Understood. When would you like me to come to the station?
As soon as is convenient, Mr. Hannay.
Ticket, please.
Yes, right here in my pocket. Richard!
May I sit down?
Of course. Are you...
The commissioner said I was a very cooperative witness. My name is free and clear, and I'm good to come and go as I please.
Wonderful.
Shall we go to Scotland? I know the sweetest little inn run by the most discreet of couples.
I would love that.
And I think I'm going to enjoy Scotland this time.
Me too. Richard, I'm not sure this will work. Long term.
Who said anything about long term?
I like you, I do. But I think the excitement of the last few days is... you know?
I do.
And when the excitement's gone...
So too shall you.
Yes.
If it's all the same to you, I think we should go to Scotland and enjoy ourselves. And when the fun dies down, we'll agree to part ways. Does that work for you?
Perfectly.
We can have fun together and then aimlessly roam the world looking for someone to love us.
Annie? Annie? Where's my breakfast? Annie?
1 ticket for London, thank you.
The 39 Steps featured Terrance Murphy as Richard, Denisha Farrell as Pamela, Christine Daniels as Annie, Michael G. MacDonald as John, Heather Carr as Isabella, Steph Kincaid as the MC, Matt Campbell as Mr. Memory, Ron Newcombe as the Professor, Mark Penny as Hobbs, Ian Morrison as the Salesman, Robin McKittrick as Maguire, John Maio as the Gentleman Innkeeper, Heather Beresford as the Lady Innkeeper, Zara Tufts as McArdle, Lando Lahie as Timmins, Gena DiFlavio as Hobbs Driver, Kevin Morrison as Patrolman 1, Eric Bond as Patrolman 2, Wayne McKay as the Commissioner, Matt Ryan as Jones, and Dan Roy. This production was adapted from the 1948 Studio One Players radio script of the same name and was presented by Lion's Den Audio Theatre. For more information or to keep up with Lion's Den Productions, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also find us at facebook.com/LionsDenTheatre or on Twitter @LionsDenTheatre. I'm your announcer, Jen Tubbert, and from all of us at Lion's Den, stay healthy, stay happy, and stay safe.
Troubles may come, but troubles will go. Don't you ever worry anymore. Look at those skies, they're not telling lies. That's what they were put there for. Blue skies around the corner. Everything's gonna be right. Never a cloud in those bright blue skies.